talking about.
This is bad.
It's bad.
I don't know if you're suffering.
Yeah. I'm feeling it.
This is such an emotional story.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk about. God.
What's going on, everybody? This is Andrew Fernandez with North Place Young Adults, and this is Hot Takes. Today we're joined by Pastor Ben.
Let's go.
He has worked in church ministry for over the last 10 years, from anywhere between youth ministry, young adults ministry, church planting, and now campus pastoring. Pastor Ben, thank you for joining us.
I'm excited to be here. I'm a little nervous. We'll see how this goes.
How do you do with spicy food?
You know, I tell people all the time, I like spicy food, but the sweat, the nose running happens with like ketchup. So we'll see what happens today.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to witness it firsthand. All right, we got the first swing. It's just a classic hot sauce.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. I'm about that one. It's
Not bad.
But okay, yeah.
All right.
We're okay.
So, Pastor Ben, as a young adults pastor,
Sure.
the subject matter of dating and relationship comes up a lot.
Yeah.
It's almost all we talk about sometimes.
Okay.
Can you tell us about your most embarrassing dating story?
I don't know. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do it. This is before Rachel. I was smooth operator by the time Rachel got here. So first girl, not that I ever went on a date on, but our first date with one of the first girls I ever went on a date on.
Yeah.
I was walking her up to the front door. This is really bad. Walking up to the front door, teenage Ben, trying to be smooth, put it on, the whole hitch, jingle the keys, see what happens.
Yes.
So she's about it, leaning for the kiss. And I don't know if it's teenage hormones or just emotions that were pent up in my body, but literally the first words that came to my mouth after we kissed was "I love you." So I walk away from that moment, and I don't think me and that girl ever talked again. I think I was done. I think we just walked away from that moment and realized we're not ready for this commitment. So
Hey, err on the side of confidence. That's
yeah. So
all right, well, I love that. Let's hop into this next thing.
it's bad. It's bad. I know.
All right.
What's this next one?
This next one, check it out. Island wings. All right, here we go.
Let's go.
Let's see.
About it. It's good flavor.
Okay, yeah, it's not bad.
It's less spicy than the first one.
Yeah, no kidding. Huh.
Joke's on us.
Yeah.
See what happens.
They're easing us into it.
Sure.
Okay. Ben, I've known you to be a passionate guy and a straight shooter.
Okay.
Give me one hot take, an unpopular opinion that most people wouldn't share with you.
Man. There's so many. Oh man, I don't want to offend anyone. Okay, I'll give you one. I feel like some people might be with me, but I think a lot of people in the world aren't with me. But I think Crocs are the top epitome of male shoe fashion.
Okay.
I think they're more versatile than what people give them credit for.
All
I
right.
think they can be used in leisure to go get the mail.
Mm-hmm.
You can go sports mode and go to the gym.
So true.
What do you do? So hot take that won't get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Crocs are the epitome of male fashion.
That's good. They're extremely versatile. You see anybody from Justin Bieber to
Here's the deal.
trailer park moms wearing them.
Here's still. Post Malone has his own Croc.
That's true.
Luke Combs has his own Croc. So if they're good enough for those two guys, they're good enough for me.
Oh, well, that's a good rule of thumb to live by.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm inspired to go out and buy my own pair of Crocs. Let's hop into this next week here.
trying to do the whole don't touch your face thing.
Yeah.
I'm sweating already. We're at the point already where if I was going to order wings in the restaurant, this is my spice level.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting there. Here we go.
Okay.
I don't know how to place this one.
It's almost like a Mexican restaurant type feel, maybe.
Yeah.
There's an after. There's an after kick.
A little bit of an after kick. I'm a bit of a neat freak, so I'm gonna clean my fingertips up here.
Appreciate you.
Here we go. All right, Ben. So you are married to one of our North Place worship pastors, and also your young adults co-pastor, Rachel Atkinson.
Yeah.
Dear friend of mine, and I want to know about a specific incident, y'all's first fight that was about a specific bathroom or restroom.
Okay. So you've talked to Rachel before we filmed this. Okay, so the way I describe it, I tell people are going to get married this all the time.
Yeah.
Said every couple is going to have their first fight.
Right.
It could be varying of difficulties. It could be really bad. It could be good. Ours just so happened to be revolving around a bathroom. So I don't know where you stand on this whole like private versus public bathroom goer scenario. I'm on the private end. I like to have my peace. Like I'm the kind of guy that if I'm at like the airport, if I'm at DFW on my way to go somewhere, I'm putting my AirPods in before I go into the restroom, putting them on silent mode so I don't have to hear anybody. I pray no one hears me, and I just want, even though it's a small stall, it's my space. It's my space.
Yeah.
So one of the first things that happened when Rachel and I got married is she grew up in a household that doors open when we go to the restroom. Not that guy. That's not. I'm not that guy. So I close the door, doing my business as one would. And out of nowhere, Rachel comes and bangs on the door and says, "Hey, I need to get something out of there." I'm like, "Well, you're gonna have to wait." Well, she didn't like that. She took exception to that rule. So we are literally yelling at each other back and forth. Me on the toilet, her outside because she wants to come in. I'm not letting her in. So there was a standstill that I think I won. I think we're still private. So
she never came in.
She respected me. I'll say it that way. I don't think I won. She respected my privacy. So great first fight as a married couple.
I'm sure it's one of the things that you look back and you wish your first fight could have been about something more, I don't know, higher stakes. But
sure. And it worked out.
It worked out.
To me, it's high stakes.
Healthy conflict resolution. I'm all about it. All right, let's hop into this fourth wing.
Okay,
see what we got.
What do we got?
Los Calientes.
Los Calientes.
Here we go.
All right. No, sure, if you're killing, like you're eating all of the wing. I'm trying to keep up with you.
I'm trying to do as much as I can without talking with my mouth full too much.
That was good.
Yeah.
Not so far, not bad. Might regret that later, but so far not bad.
All day. All right, Ben. So, life verse. Most people in ministry, I would say Christians probably have one.
Yeah.
Do you have one, and what is it and why?
Yep. So I think you take a look at multiple seasons of my life, different ones for a different season. Right now, I feel like Rachel and I are just trying to model the best way we can both serve Jesus and also bring along others with us.
Yeah.
So we've really leaned into like, hey, what does the early church look like? How can we make that? Okay. I actually like it wasn't a big deal. It's getting to me. My lips are burning. How can we model our lives in the way that Christ designed the original church to live? So go to like Acts 2:46, and I got it right here. I don't want to say it wrong. So,
I love it. Came prepared.
Yeah. So every day they continued to meet together in temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts. So that's, we get to do a lot of the church thing. Obviously, us both working at the church. It's fun to get to meet together in that. But we really strive to bring people in to community, bring people into our house, get to know people, because we feel like that's when you can have those good heart conversations that challenge the way we live, challenge the way we grow together, and so that's, I say if there's one right now that we're focused on is that one, Acts 2:46.
I love that, and I can testify that you guys have personified that verse very, very well.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, here we go. Our sixth wing.
I think we're on 5, right? We're on 5.
Are we on 5?
We're on 5.
We're on 5.
Yes, I thought you got ahead of me there.
Is the heat getting to me? It might be, because I'm miscounting.
Okay, 7th Reaper. It's got a Carolina Reaper.
Okay.
I'm a little worried.
Got some Reaper undertones here.
Little worried that this is where it's
goes.
going to take off.
This is unraveling.
Okay.
Here we go.
It's immediate. It's like it's on the tongue. Okay.
And we're live. All right, y'all.
Okay.
So Ben, we all know you to be a pastor, a young adults pastor here at church. But what a lot of people don't know, might not know, is that you're also an avid golfer and a competitive and skilled golfer. You played college level football, and you're musically talented. Of the three in an alternative universe, which one would you choose as a career?
First of all, far too kind with all of those. But the second one is factually true. The other two, the skilled and competitive golfer, I don't know about that. In multiverse bin, I think, where didn't feel the calling to ministry, golf is for sure one of my biggest passions.
Yeah.
I love to golf. I love just the peacefulness of a golf course, but also like getting together with a few of your best buds, going, hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. Like you just can't. So, in an alternate universe, some form of golf in my life, that's what I would do. So I tell people all the time, if I could have another job, another career path, I would be like a YouTube golfer.
Yeah.
So go have fun on the course, vlog my experience.
Yeah.
And hope they would enjoy.
I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, we're diving into collards and ghost. Here we go. I'm assuming that's a hint to ghost pepper. So let's see how this goes.
Can't wait. Can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens here.
I don't feel anything yet.
I'm going for a second bite. Might be a trap. It's a trap.
I think a little splattered in my eye just now. You know, like the residual sauce.
That's what you want.
Here we go.
That's a trap.
Yeah, it is.
You feel it after? Feel it coming? Hey, here's the deal. I told myself, because I've seen the show a time or two, told myself I would not drink milk until we get to 8.
Yeah.
So even if I'm dying, I'm gonna hold myself to that.
I respect it. I respect it.
I don't need it.
Okay, now is the time for our Instagram deep dive,
Okay.
where we go into your Instagram.
It got worse when I swallowed water. Immediately worse.
Water is not what I usually recommend for spicy food.
Okay.
However,
You a spice connoisseur?
I dabble. No pun intended.
Okay.
We have two posts here that I would like more context for.
Okay.
And I hope that you have some to offer us.
Okay.
This first one, me and my bro.
No.
Hashtag TBT.
Okay.
Hashtag long hair don't care.
That's tough.
Hashtag mullet coming soon.
That's a tough look. Okay, there's worse that you could have found, but I'm glad we can go with this one. So, that's one of my best friends, Shane. He actually just got married. Shout out Shane and Mara.
Congratulations.
Yeah, they did it. They got married. So this is back high school days.
Yeah.
Been, there's way less shame in my life, I think.
Okay.
So it was just one of those things to do what I want when I wanted. But
and that
we
is
went
real
to
hair behind your head.
It's fake hair.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I went for the mullet look in college at some point, but that's not the one.
Wow.
So went to a choir concert. Apparently that's a thing. Show choir girls, like, their hair's not enough, so they have more hair.
Okay.
And two girls generously lent us their hair, and we put it to the back of our heads. Not a whole lot beyond that. Just weird.
Because I heard myths and legends of this Ben Atkinson mullet.
Yeah.
So I thought this was it. I thought this was the mullet.
That's not it. Far less bouncy, more curly.
Okay.
Yeah, I can show you pictures after.
It was a foreshadow of what was to come.
Those are just the hopes and dreams.
Was your friend Shane's real?
No, but I can show you pictures of him also that Shane had the best hair.
So you both lived out your mullet dreams eventually.
He lived out like full on long hair dreams, like goals. Like,
wow.
It was pretty cool. So we're talking more about Shane than I thought I ever would in a hot take series.
Okay.
But I love him. I'm glad he's a part.
Well, we have one more post here. I think this is one for those who know you. have heard of this story.
Yeah.
But I'd love for you to share it with us.
Okay, yeah. So we've talked about Rachel a little bit.
Yes.
This is getting bad. I'm like, there are tears coming from my eyes. Is that sauce or blood? I think it's sauce.
I hope it's not blood.
Also, that's terrifying that was on the napkin.
Yeah,
You're trying to get
our
me.
napkins are contaminated.
Okay. Okay.
Lord.
Yeah, that could have been really bad. Okay. Yeah. So we'll start. We'll tell that story. You know Rachel, worship pastor. There was a time when we were both at college.
Yeah.
Didn't know each other at all. Had different people that knew of each other. I was just going to SAGU, going to school. I noticed her.
Yeah.
She's walking through. There's a long story short.
Yeah.
Noticed her. Heard rumbles that she might have noticed me, but I had never introduced myself to her.
Yeah.
So she was at a point where she was on vocal rest. She had pre-nodes.
Yeah.
Just trying to make sure that they didn't become full-blown nodes, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know how that works. But she was on vocal rest for a full month. So she was walking around with a whiteboard, talking to everyone. And, I've told you this before. I tell other guys primarily this, but I always tell people that history favors the bold.
Yeah.
So go for it. So I had noticed her. I'm like, hey, she seems like someone that I'd like to talk to, get to know. I'm like crying. I don't know if you can see this.
I don't know if you're getting emotional from the
Yeah,
story.
I just love her so much. I just
reliving
love her
it. Yeah,
so much.
there you go. That's what you wanna
yes,
go
yes.
with.
Every
Brownie
time it
points.
brings a tear to my eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with the wings at all.
That's right.
So I saw her, noticed her, saw that she was carrying a whiteboard, and got a little twinkle in my eye, got an idea in my head that I'm gonna make a move, see what happens. So I go to the store, buy a whiteboard, write on it, hey, I'm Ben, or hi, I'm Ben. She's at a basketball game, wait for her to come out.
Yeah.
She's walking with a whole lot of friends. It could have been really bad. Like I stuck my neck out. Like she could have been like, "Who's that loser?" I'm definitely not talking to that guy.
Yeah.
What a weird way to introduce himself to me. But luckily she bit it and asked her out on her first date. Then went on our first date. I thought she would be off vocal rest by then. Turns out she wasn't. So our whole first date. The pressures of me holding conversations with the girl on a whiteboard, but it worked out.
Extremely
it worked
real.
out.
Yeah.
Love her. She loves me, and
amazing.
got 2 awesome kids and a great family. So
I love that you actually had someone document this moment.
people
Like,
must
what are
really
the odds?
people must really like us. A lot of people don't get a first picture of like when they first
No
met
kidding.
someone or first like had that first interaction.
Especially your spouse.
Yeah, so that's special. The look that I have in that picture, probably not like what I would wear today. I was wearing Sperry's khaki shorts and a Chicago Blackhawks shirt.
the Blackhawks jersey.
But
Let's go.
it's a different time. Different time call for different measures.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, well, without further ado,
Number
here we
7.
go.
Yeah, right? 7?
Yes,
Yeah, number
yes.
7.
Into number 7 we go.
What do we got?
We got Tryfing's, what is it?
Tryfing's Curse.
Curse.
Okay, it's a little Asian flair maybe.
Let's see.
So far, I'm not mad at this one.
No. It might be a tease, though. I'm not going to lie.
I'm hoping that like they were just nice to us and gave us a break. Oh hey, I see the pain you're going through. Here's a break. Here's a break. For
It's
you.
most likely just a little reprieve before the torturous next 3 weeks.
Can't wait.
Here we go with this next question. So Ben, before you were a young adults pastor,
Okay.
you served for many years as a youth pastor.
Yeah.
Okay. And in a particular season of your life, you served as a youth camp director at a camp in Arizona.
Yeah.
There was a particular incident in that specific camp. You were about 18 years old. Will you
Yep.
tell us that story?
Yeah, sure. Probably worst ministry moment of my life.
Okay.
It all worked out. So God always is good. He always takes care of us. So there I am. This camp, so Arizona District Camp invited me to come and be their rec director.
Yeah.
Run all the games. 5 weeks in a row, 500 kids at each camp. 18-year-old Ben. Bad idea. This is from the front, bad idea. I'm like telling like 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds like what to do, how to do it.
Yeah.
It's like they're all looking at me like, what, why? Anyway, so there's a moment that happens where I have the whole camp, we're on this big lawn, and we're just doing fun camp games. There's a game that I'll never do again. I hope no one ever does again, but at the time it seemed like a really good idea. We grabbed a pool noodle, you'd crack an egg, let the egg yolk fall into the pool noodle, and then say we got 2 people, so me, you, we both put our mouth at the end of the pool noodle, and you would blow. And first person to give up, would typically they'd pull the noodle, get egg yolk to the face. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. It's fun. Yeah, we're all gonna laugh. We didn't laugh at this time. So there's a guy probably about my size. Another guy. The other guy was quite a bit smaller. But they were going back and forth. They were fighting. The little guy was giving all he could. Eventually, his lungs just gave out. Instead of being a normal human and moving it from his mouth, he said, "No, I'm just gonna let the egg smoke the back of my tonsils." So the egg shot to the back of his throat. Did something crazy with his body where it caused him to fall to the ground and start seizing up. And at that moment, I was like, "Okay, he's dead. This kid died. I'm 18 years old. My life's over. My life of ministry's over. God will never use me again." Just what it is. It's just all she wrote for the story of Ben Atkinson. Killed a kid at 18 and never saw the light of day again. But thankfully, turned him on his side. I sent people to run and get the nurse. I brought some random person up to come up and just try to stall for the rest of the campers. There's girls in the lawn fainting because her boyfriend just passed out. Just crazy stuff. But luckily, a couple minutes resolved, turned him on his side, came back to, didn't seem too upset about it. He just walked out of that moment like God gave me grace for that moment. Took care of me. So that could have been all she wrote for Ben Atkinson. But
did Mom and Dad ever find out? Did the kids' parents ever find out?
Here's the deal. In today's youth ministry, that might have been a bigger deal. But thankfully, that was in the era of youth ministry, where it's what happens in youth stays in youth.
That's right.
That's bad.
That's old school.
Don't go. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I think Mom and Dad did find out. I'm not trying to hide anything. No. But these are all jokes. These are all jokes. No, but that did happen, and it was not a good moment for me.
Okay. Well. I am glad that you didn't get imprisoned for manslaughter and that you're here with us today.
Me too.
All right. Well, we are about to hop into the famous The Bomb sauce.
Okay.
How do you feel? How are you so far?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
There's some water around the eyes.
Yeah. I see it.
I'm breathing a little differently than I can't finish sentences the way I'd like to. But we're here, and I haven't walked off yet, so I think we're doing. I'm worried this one's going to change everything, but we're going to find out.
This might be it.
So,
all right, let's do it.
You going full wing, or are you?
I'm going to try to. I've been trying to do as much as I can.
You're a much braver man than me.
We'll see. Okay, how? Oh gosh.
It doesn't even taste real.
That was not made on Earth.
I should.
Okay. So we just spent some time talking about you working at a youth camp as a young 18-year-old young buck, strapping young man. But your time at youth doesn't start there. You were attending camp as a kid. Tell us about the time you were at camp as a kid, and there was a particular tooth incident that happened, and this will be the last we talk about camp.
My whole life is just some camp. This is bad.
It's bad.
I don't know if you're suffering.
Yeah. I'm feeling it. The bomb is no joke.
Okay. It's so bad. It's like I want to talk, but then I can't talk. Okay. This is such an emotional story.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk about. God. We'll get there, I promise. So again, era of it's like real tears.
Real tears.
It's emotional.
Yeah. We're talking about the childhood, man. It's no small stuff.
Anyway, camp games used to be way more intense.
Yeah.
We were playing a game with big round inflatable balls. First one to push it to the side wins. I push one to the side. The other team gets the other one to the side. There's one left. You got a buddy and me. We're pushing it. He falls down, ball goes flying.
Yeah.
And I'm struggling.
You're killing it.
My face hit his knee,
Oh no.
and my two front teeth set, they normally set like this. My fingers don't, like this.
Yeah.
They went from here to here. They just went straight to the back of my mouth.
God.
Stayed in my mouth somehow. I don't know how that happened. Okay. I'm trying, guys, I promise.
You're killing it.
It's like full run.
You're killing it. Yeah, clean up if you need.
Oh my God.
It's understandable. These are severe.
This is tough.
Circumstances.
Okay. Anyway, went in the back of my mouth, had all the fears, all the anxieties of again, life's over. I'm going to be ugly, hideous the rest of my life. Not going to have my two front teeth. And have to leave camp, go home. I get to the dentist. My normal dentist is out. It's just like old 85-year-old man that I think had stopped practicing dentistry and was like, hey, I'll give it a shot for the day. The other guy's out, come back in.
Like a substitute.
Yeah,
like
substitute
teacher,
dentist. Yeah,
dentist.
So think of the fears and anxieties of when a teacher comes in as a substitute teacher and like they're not gonna teach me anything today. No shade to substitute teachers. I love them, but they're just not in They're not in it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like hearing the world differently right now.
You have
like,
your sixth sense open.
I
to
swear,
you.
I always watch these videos like they're playing.
They're
like legit. I feel like I'm hearing myself out here.
I'm dripping right now.
Out of body. Okay. So anyway, so the guy looks at my teeth and says, "Well, only thing I know what to do is to pull them back into place."
No.
And
No.
I was like, okay.
That's the last thing
It's terrifying. So he literally just grabs them, yanks them back into place, and here we are today. So they told me, he literally looked at me, I don't know if he's joking or not, but this is the way I live my life. My mouth is salivating. He said, one day, between now and you're 90, they'll turn gray.
Yeah.
And we're in between the 1 and 90 now.
You sure are.
Yeah, so just living my best life.
And they look great.
Thanks, man.
You have a great smile.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. They're
So
not
bad.
great.
This
Just
is
for
so.
the people at home.
This spice is so bad. Okay.
You probably don't want to show them now because we have chicken between every crevice of our teeth.
Doing okay. Doing okay.
All right. Well, if we're really up for it, we're about to go into the Psycho hot sauce wing.
This is my favorite.
This is the nice one. I particularly am a connoisseur of the Psycho wing. Not true. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. I can't tell if it's just the last wing or if it's just when it's trying to hit me a different way.
Are we numb at this point?
I feel like I can't, like my body will chew, but doesn't want to commit to swallow.
I almost wipe my face with wet wipes. I don't think that's allowed.
Do whatever you want.
You're right at this point.
Okay, just dumping milk on myself. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, Ben, you've led our young adults ministry so well over these last 2 years.
Thanks.
And I want to ask you, what was it that along the way in your time growing up that made you want to become a pastor? When did you know you were called to be a pastor? Was there a specific moment?
It's a deep question that I don't think I'm going to
save the deep ones for the end.
I don't think I'm going to do justice with being sidetracked by wings, but I'll give it my best shot.
Yep.
I don't know. There's just like growing up, there was just always something so special about seeing life change and being a part of those moments. My dad was a pastor half my life on staff at a church.
Yeah.
At my home church, and I saw like just the incredible things that God did there on a consistent basis. I went to church in the days where it was like Sunday service, Sunday night service, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Every day of
Thursday.
the
There's
week.
revival,
Yeah.
and we might take a break on Friday and Saturday, then right back to it on
Yeah.
Sunday. Just grew up in it, and
Yep.
never thought that was going to be like a plan, like a path for me. But as I grew, as my relationship with Jesus grew, it just grew more and more apparent. There were moments along the way where I felt a distinct calling.
Yeah.
this is so bad. I'm not. Like, I'm thankful for the path that God's brought me on.
That's led you right to this. It's all culminated to this moment.
It's so great.
Here,
it's so great.
You're tearing your face open.
But I typically don't cry telling the story. But
Well,
I'm thankful for it. But I'm grabbing so many napkins.
No shame.
But yeah, just the path that God's led me down. I'm always just trying to posture myself as open to Him.
Yeah.
Like whatever you got for me, God.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do, and so far that's just where it's been. And it's been a thrill of a lifetime. It's been amazing.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Well, it is now time for what we like to call the last dab.
Okay.
How you feeling?
Bad.
Yeah,
Like I don't want to lie.
We're not. Yeah.
It's not good. It's I'm worried that the rest of the day is not going to be good either.
Yeah.
Just have to suffer through it.
Well, good thing you have a clear schedule for the rest of the day.
Don't, but optimistic thinking. Thanks, Andrew.
All right.
All right, so let's do it while I still
Would
can
you like
breathe.
the honors to do the first last dab?
Okay, so how hard are you going to go on this? Like a little one, little.
I think I'm gonna just stick to the name. I really am just gonna dab it on
Okay.
there. I think I don't need anything more than really it needs to be.
Like right there?
That's good.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
All right, I'm gonna leave it open for you.
Okay. All right. Here we
Like
go.
usually you breathe in. There's a relief moment that
moment
happens,
of
and there's
bliss.
none of that. No, it's just nice.
Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. Here we go.
Okay. I like the flavor of that one.
It's good.
It's gonna hurt. I know. I don't let it fool you. I know it's coming, but the initial flavor was good.
It was good. It's tasty.
Oh my gosh. Come.
All right, Pastor Ben. So, you are what a lot of us get the privilege to call our young adults pastor. And I want to know, do you have any advice, any advice at all that you would give to anybody from the ages of 18 to 25 that you either received when you were in that age bracket or that you wish you had?
Yeah. It's gonna sound simple, but I think it's intended to be that way. One, you two. Give you two.
Give us two.
One, surround yourself with the right people.
Yeah.
I can look back on my whole life and just the favor that God has surrounded me with great people that have helped build me into the person I am. I'm thankful for that. And then two, always be open to what God has for you. I think I can look back at moments of my life, others' lives, where if you were to ask them, like, this is where God led me, and they look back at their life, they would say, there's no way, no possible way, but just by saying yes to what He has for us on a daily basis and to surrendering to Him, I think those are two great things. And I'm a little third one that I've already said once, but but yeah, I always tell people history favors the bold, so don't be afraid. You only got one shot, you know.
Yeah.
Not miss a chance to blow. Eminem shout out.
Oh man.
Old school young adults pastor. It is what it is.
I love it.
I'm in so much pain right now that even the words that come out of my mouth, I don't think I should be saying. But we're here.
Well, you have taken down, more than handled, you've annihilated the 10 wings of death.
Okay.
And now all we have left to do is roll out the red carpet for you, Ben. This camera. Tell us what you got going on in your life right now.
Hey, yeah. So we're doing this for a purpose. We didn't just want to come hang out and kill ourselves. But we're so excited about, one, what's happening at Young Adults, but two, this new series that we're about to jump into, Hot Takes. We've been dealing with hot wings. The hot takes are going to be even greater. We're going to look at, hey, what does culture look like right now? What's the world pointing to, and what does the Bible point the opposite direction in? I'm excited about it. I hope you guys are too. Every Tuesday night, we're going to have amazing communicators, besides me, of course, that will be sharing the truth of Jesus, sharing His Word, and hoping to point us all closer to Jesus. So I'm excited about it.
I love it. I can't wait. Well, Ben, thank you so much for joining us on Hot Takes.
Yeah.
You have been the absolute best.
Thanks, Ben.
To do this with.
Let's never do this again.
No, let's never do this.
Never this again.
Last
All right.
time.